I'm about to knock your guys' socks off and prove to you guys that he really is alive and well. And nobody wants to believe what I'm saying.
How's it going, guys? Here's a video I can honestly say I don't think I expected to make or you guys ever expected to see, and that's the end of Cyrax and Marty. No jokes. Unfortunately, we've witnessed all the laughs and shenanigans between those two there was. The Drift King has entered a new race, and just like all of you, for a while I was thinking this was an elaborate troll just to see what Cyrax would do, but not this time. We all learned that this is indeed true, and we are entering the Wild West times of Cyrax, but there's one person who doesn't think this is real. In fact, out of all people, he's in disbelief. In all honesty, what looks like to be denial, because Cyrax lost his best friend. No more nights of getting angry and having someone to go vent to. No longer someone making the night more interesting. It's over, and he doesn't quite know how to grasp that.
To Nicholas C. Beagler, aka Music Biz Marty, stop with the lies, dude. Nobody's buying your bullshit. Seriously, man. Nobody's buying your bullshit lies. Seriously, man. No one's buying your lies, dude. And one, I'm not you. You're the one going around saying that. But in fact, me you isn't what's going on. It's called me calling you out on your bullshit. Like, that was my personal opinion, you dumbass. And if you think for 1 second that you're going to get out of going to court by faking you're just digging yourself a deeper hole, motherfucker. That's all you're doing is digging yourself a deeper hole, my guy. So, Marty, give up the lies. No one's buying your bullshit, dude. We're all sick of your. He's not. He's quite alive. And let me explain to you guys what's really going on here. Let me actually explain to you guys, for those of you that don't understand, what's really going on. See, Marty's a little. Yo, Boglin, what up, bro? See, Marty's a little. Marty's been me for the last 8.5, well, actually 8 years as of next month. And Marty's running around faking his, trying to pin it on me. And when that didn't work, he decided to go over to his panel and be like, oh, look who's me. Motherfucker, not you. It's called me calling you out on your, you stupid little punk. We all know what you're trying to do. You're trying to get out of and go into court against my bro CIA hole because you know you're going to lose. You know you're going to lose that. So you're sitting there doing all you can to get out of it. That's all that matters to you is money. But yet to people like me, the homie Boglin, and those of us that are actually decent people, relationships with people, living a good life, being a decent human being, helping people out, being a good person, staying focused on our careers. That's what we're about. So to Marty, I say this. Give up the charades, dude. No one's buying your bullshit. No one's buying your garbage, so give it the up. I see right through it. My little brother Ethan sees right through it. By the way, shout out to my little brother Ethan, aka L45. What's good, bro? Love you, little bro. CIA sees right through it. Hell, my own fiance and my own son, who's 5 years old, sees right through your lies. My own son, who's 5, sees right through your lies, bro. My own fiance, who I've known for 13 plus years, sees through your lies. You're not fooling nobody, Marty.
It's so weird to say, but Cyrax seems genuinely upset that he no longer gets to play his games with the Mart Dog. He keeps saying, "I'll see you in court," but it's like, Cyrax, the court hearing was fake. That was the troll. This isn't the troll. But he's so conditioned to think that everything is a game. It's just not sinking in that for once the truth is in his face. It ended at 8 years. I don't know if we're sticking with the meme of 7 years, but it capped at 8. But somehow the Mart Dog is still getting at him. It's like something out of a comedy book, but still yet it's happening. And if you guys don't think Rax is bad off, he's literally running around to every comment section talking about this, saying how ridiculous it is to believe what's going on, even though at this point, Cyrax knows it's true. The entire community knows it. But I guess he can see through the lies, even though everyone he listed off was either a troll or the one girl in the world who really is on Rax's side, which is just absolutely unbelievable. And Rax, we know you have a real girlfriend this time around, so why are you telling your 5-year-old about your problems? Of course he believes you, he's 5. You don't need to be telling him stuff like this. What's going on with your dramas? And that just doesn't need to happen. But it's like Cyrax is holding on to this so much, he's telling a 5-year-old about it. It's like it's over with, Cyrax. Please, stop talking to this 5-year-old. Please leave him alone. Get out of their life. That's like the only good thing that could happen.
How does it feel, Marty? Huh? How does it feel, Marty, knowing that the feds are coming down on you, boy? See, you think you got everybody fooled, but you don't. You ain't got nobody fooled, bruh. You think everybody's following all your shit? Actually, AJ, take a look at my screenshot. Take a look at the thumbnail, bro. Man's clearly alive. And I can tell y'all why. Because he don't want to go to court with CIA hole. He owes the government $10 million in back taxes. So Marty, how does it feel knowing that you're lying to these motherfuckers? How does it feel knowing that you're lying to all these people, bruh? I mean, you're sitting there trying to run from the feds. I told you since day one, homie, that you were going to be caught. I told you eventually what goes around comes around. Eventually you would be brought down. Eventually I would win the war. And guess what? I win. Like always. I always win. Unlike you, Marty, you ain't no DK. You ain't no racer. You ain't ever put your money where your mouth is. That's why you're afraid to go to court on the 13th, mother. Because you know once you do, you're screwed. You're going to be facing serious prison time. And yours truly just may make an appearance there to watch you get screwed and go down. Yours truly may just show up there to bear witness to your downfall. But you ain't got me fooled. See, I've always told you since day one that you were a second rate. I always told you since day one that you were fake as that you were bad for business. And this just proves it. This just proves that you're a liar, you're fake as you're trying to pull a Candle Smith on me and it ain't gonna motherfucking work. I know what you're trying to do. You're trying to pull a Candle Smith 2.0. You're not able to get on a flight. You're not able to take a boat, a train, none of that shit, bro. You're done. It's over, man. Your reign over me and everybody else, it's done, man. You, William Edward boy, adios, motherfuckers. Because guess what? Your boy is finally back. The war, it's over. It's won. Since day one, I have sat here and I've told y'all that eventually I would win this shit. That eventually I would escape the bullshit, dude. Yo, 01, I'm sure you've seen this shit more than your fair share of times, dude. How many times have I sat here and said that eventually I would get away from the bullshit? How many times have I sat there and said that shit over the past 8 years? How many times have I sat here and warned him to back off or he was going to get over? And look what happened, dude. You evaded taxes. You owe them $10 million in back taxes. You evaded paying your taxes. And look what happened, dude. Not to mention all the money and all the restitution you're going to have to pay me back for all the money you made off of me and my videos.
It's crazy that Rax is going to say that Marty never put his money where his mouth is when the dude literally loved to gamble. But maybe that's the one aspect Rax never studied on him since he had no money to investigate. And Rax, you certainly didn't win anything. This is how you're acting right now. At this point, you're literally jumping at nothing and people have noticed this. So Rax is probably going to be seeing Marty literally just everywhere for a good bit. AI, well, whatever people conjure up. So this win you think you have, it won't last for long. At the most, you got a week or two to chill out and accept this. Because as the video goes on, guys, you can see Cyrax slips further and further into denial. And let's be clear, this is no candle situation. Most of us thought it was at the beginning, and there's only a few people who could have pulled it off. And the Drift King was one of them. But not this time. Not everything is a troll. He'll go down as one of the greatest. Most of us have been able to tune in and have non-stop laughs almost every night. It was truly legendary what we was witnessing. It's a shame it came to an end, but Cyrax, this could simply be a new beginning for you.
So, they're done, dude. Once I get the money, first thing I'm doing is buying me, my fiance, and our son a house that will have somewhere to stay. Then I'm gonna be making damn sure that I got my shit in line, so I can start dropping shit. And then once that happens, I'm gonna be helping out all my friends that are in music that need the help, like my little brother, old 45, and whatever's left, I'm giving to my moms, my stepdad, and the rest of my family, bro. Why? Because they can use the fucking money for doctor bills, rent, all kinds of shit. But yeah, you wouldn't know anything about being a good person, Marty, would you? I put in over 4.5 years of scrapping metal just to get a start to where I'm at now, back in the day. Hauling in 100+ pounds of scrap a week, dude. Every week. Just to get what I have now. Because I can tell you right now, Music Biz Marty, your ass ain't. And you know what they're going to do to you when you go to prison? Because you are going to prison for this shit, bro. You will be going to prison for this, like it or not. There's nowhere for you to run. There's nowhere for you to hide. You know what they're going to do to you when you hit prison, bro? Especially since some of my homies that are locked up here have connections to the people out there where you'll be in prison at. What do you think the people out there are going to say when I fill my people in and they get a hold of the people out there where you're at? That's why when my family first stepped outside, when you first showed up here and my family stepped outside to defend me, yo ran. Because that's what you're good at, man. You're good at running, bro. That's what you're good at. You run like a punk. Because I'll give you that, man. I'll give you the fact. You're a big dude. I'll give you that. You're a big dude. And you can throw some punches. Why do you think I stuck to myself when I went? Both times I stuck to myself. Thankfully, second time around, I had a homie from high school that I got sold up with that knew that I wasn't in any kind of trouble. Dude recognized me right off rip. So I sold up with him until I was able to get the up out of there next day.
Cyraxx, what exactly is going to change in your life so that you can get a house for your girlfriend and her kid? You're still going to be making the same music that goes nowhere. You're still going to be getting caught up in stings. You're still going to be messing with trolls. There's no way you're getting a house. There's not a dime coming your way. The music isn't going to do it. So keep wishing. Any person whose girlfriend was in that situation, they would go out and get a real job since, I don't know, you don't have a house and they desperately need one. Not saying the person deserves it because all of the tragedies that could come along with that, but in general, that's something you should do. But you're Cyraxx, so that's just never going to happen. And we all know Sally wouldn't see, as Cyraxx likes to put it, a red cent of money if he ever came across some. He steals her credit card, allegedly, every time she goes to the hospital. If he got enough, he'd abandon all of them. He makes that clear when he says he's looking to get a home. He'd be upset when he realized personal Sallies don't come with every house, but you know, we all have our learning curves. And then I guess there's us who'll be upset we only had 2 visits from the Mart Dog and 1 Halloween bash that didn't quite work out.
He's alive. And those screenshots from my community post that I posted this morning prove that. Because those were ripped directly from his Discord. And see, I see the bigger picture. You guys are failing to see the bigger picture. So allow me to paint the bigger picture for you. Okay? Allow me to paint this wide, bigger picture for you. See, Marty was initially supposed to go into court on the 13th for a simple protection order against him from my good friend CIA Hole. Well, my friend CIA Hole's attorney did a little bit of digging, and guess what his attorney found? His attorney found that Marty owes the IRS over $10 million in unpaid taxes. And when Marty found out that CIA's attorney found out, that's when he started all this shit. See, it's funny. Everybody says that he's but he's not. I mean, if you seriously watch the video of the memorial, clearly they're paid actors. They're clearly paid actors. Those people are not his family. Matter of fact, I know his family personally. I know his dad, and I've spoke to his mom many times. Oh, and to Keemstar, I'm not going on your podcast, bro, because I know exactly what you're trying to do. You're trying to set me up to have me ambushed on your show, and guess what? It's not gonna happen because guess what? I'm not gonna show up. So forget about it. So for all y'all out there outside of my friends that are sitting there about Marty, leave me the f alone, dude. I want nothing to do with Marty. I want nothing to do with William or any of them. I'm over them. I want nothing to do with them at all.
He just looks more disheveled every time he makes a new video. I know for you guys it's hard to tell since he hasn't changed his shirt, but he's going through it right now. It's been like 3-4 days and 7 videos later, maybe even more, but still yet that shirt remains. And you guys know what we're creeping onto, right homies? Besides the Wild West of Cyraxx, it's Cyraxx having a victory stream where he gloats and runs his reputation even further into the dirt. And then, like a week later, at the most 2, whenever he reminisces on the Marty days, Cyraxx is going to refer to him as a good friend. He did the same thing with Jamie, and he's going to do it again. It's the most scummy tactic where since someone is no longer around to defend themselves, Rex is going to take that advantage and pretend the relationship was better than it was. It happens every time, and it's crazy. He's seen the service, but still refuses to believe anything actually happened. I just couldn't imagine someone risking their own license and paying that many people. It just wouldn't be worth it for a troll. But Cyraxx is so conditioned, I don't think it matters. He never believed if it was real. This is going to take some time to sink in for the dude.
You guys probably think, well, where's your proof that he's alive? Let's see the proof. Allow me to show you. I present to you Exhibit number 1. And read the first one. That right there tells it all. Keep the pressure on. Make sure as many people are contacting him and letting him know that I am gone. Sounds kind of sus, don't you think? Now, exhibit number 2. Oh yeah, that's the one. Exhibit B. Exhibit number 3. This right here is where you all are involved. Not involved in helping him, but involved in believing the lies. This is where he brings everybody into it. But take your mindset and flip it. Really take it and flip it. Think from the mindset of a detective. Study every single tiny minute detail. It's like they always say, the devil is in the details. The small details. Marty is a criminal. A money-hungry, greedy, self-centered piece of criminal. Like I said, people, don't pay attention to the bigger picture. Pay attention to the smaller details. You might find more out that way.
And at the end, we have Cyrax giving his proof to why he's not in denial and we're all wrong, even though every one of us saw what happened. And yeah, it created some skepticism, but then we realized it was to lessen the blow. People were just pretending to be Marty so that no one messed with his loved ones. It kind of makes sense. But Cyrax just thinks everything is about him. For once, it wasn't. And he so desperately wants it to be this time. But unfortunately, it's not going to happen. You know, there's going to be different streams where Cyrax hops on panel, but I just don't know if it'll ever be the same. But yeah, guys, I just can't believe this time has came to an end. I don't know what to expect from the future. I assume it to be chaotic or just really boring, and that's the end of Cyrax. But that's for the future to tell us, and that's enough for me today, guys. I hope you enjoyed the video. Take care of yourself. Never take yourself for granted. And homies, catch you guys next time.